I'm doing it. Hello and welcome everybody to Sunday Night Live with Kelster Says. It's like that other show, but on Sunday and with me instead of with actual funny people. For the next half hour, we're going to try to hang out, talk about memes, do some other funny things. I don't know. We're going to see how that goes. My notes are over here. For the next half hour, we're going to talk about internet, life, and whatever random nonsense shows up in the chat that I feel like I need to react to. So feel free to comment in the chat. If you're new here during the week, I react to memes, and then on Sundays, I just want to talk directly with the people who thought maybe it was a good idea to subscribe to my Kelster Says channel. I don't know why you would, but here we are. Um, so say hello, tell me where you're watching from, tell me how your week's been, and we'll start with that today. So hello, internet. So this is sort of a new thing for me. I had to upgrade because my phone kept telling me that I did not have enough memory left to continue to shoot videos. So now I've upgraded to this new tablet. So we're going to try to do some live and different video things now that I have different video access on this tablet than what I had trying to record all these videos on my phone. But it also makes it really goofy because most tablets or phone, when you're shooting it, have the camera like in this position, like the straight up position on, like when you've turned your phone to portrait orientation, it's in the straight up position. However, the the tablet that I bought to record these videos on, the camera is like over here. So when I try to like turn the camera to center, I end up looking like this, really goofy on the side like. So we're gonna play with it as time goes on to see how things um see how it ends up, see how it figures out. So welcome to Sunday Night Live with Kelster Says. We're just hanging out and answering questions. And if you're watching, leave a comment with where you're watching from. Um, Tell me what you want to see on the Kelster Live channel. So I got my notes over here so I don't forget what I'm doing or forget what I want to talk about. And now my computer's being dumb. And I like it when it's dumb because then it makes me look stupid on the internet. Hey, what else looks stupid on the internet?
Hey,
So hello.
let me.
I'm not talking about you.
Uh,
This is what children do. I don't care. I don't know if any of you have children. This is how children want to be involved in your YouTube channel, and so they just randomly bombard you when you tell them that you're going live. I guess that's what all children do. What mine does. So that's how things are going today. Uh, you say that until you have them, and then you don't feel as lucky anymore. So hello, tell me where you're watching from if you want to. We're just gonna keep hanging out, talking about memes, whatever random nonsense pops up in the chat that we want to talk about. So while everybody's kind of sitting in, we're gonna start with the segment that I want to call Hot Take. And my hot take for this week is why in every gallon of milk, every half gallon, every whatever milk that we have ever bought, you end up with a half of sip left in the bottom of that milk. So I don't know what everybody else does with it, but apparently in my house, you just, okay, bye. We'll catch you next Sunday. Sunday Night Live with Kelster Says. Um, so you end up with this half a spit of milk in the bottom of the gallon. So in my house, everybody just goes "Blunk," and puts it back in there. What are you supposed to do with that little bit of milk left in the bottom of your gallon or your half gallon, whatever it is you buy in your house? Why does it always end up that way? Like just splash that sucker right into your cereal so that way what's left of it, or I don't know, just turn the jug up and drink what's left, that little bleh that's in the bottom. It just drives me crazy that I go to get milk out for myself and I grab the gallon, get my hand in the video, dummy, and I grab the gallon and there's nothing left in there. So that's my hot take for today. I don't know what happens in your house for your hot take, um, but
That doesn't happen
uh,
to me. I never mess with the milk.
my hot take is there's always a smidge left in the gallon. So what do you do with your smidge in the gallon? So again, thanks for joining. This is the Kelster Says live Sunday night live with Kelster Says. So thanks for joining. Um, we're gonna hopefully become friends over the next whatever that we start doing these live Sundays. So our next segment is called Ask Kelster. So this is the point of the show where you can ask Kelster Says whatever it is you want to ask Kelster Says. Um, because I've been told that people subscribe for personality and not necessarily for uh, my content, but whether or not you like my personality. So I guess I have to show you my personality. So here we are live with Kelster Says, and uh, in this segment is called Ask Kelster. Um, this is not part of Ask Kelster. He's just randomly popping and bopping in whenever he feels like he needs to.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm
maybe I
gonna
need to
make
figure out how to
some sense.
maybe I need to figure out how to film Sunday Night Live when he's not around, and then he doesn't bebop and pop in all the time. Um,
You little
so
rascal!
now he's gonna be mad at me for that. But here we go.
So stuck in your body.
Since we're not getting any comments from the chat about Kelster Says, I will tell you that I have been the Kelster. I came up with that name. I had a boss at work give me that name probably almost, oh gosh, I'm dating myself now, 15 years ago now. And she's just started calling me Kelster. I guess when you have your own personality of a Kelster, then that's just the nickname that you get. So I've been the Kelster for about 15 years now. And so I just decided to make a channel called The Kelster Says. So this is, if you're just joining us, hello. This is the Kelster Says channel, and we are doing Sunday Night Live, and we are in a segment called Ask Kelster. Um, so I was also going to talk about, since we're getting so many questions in the chat, about different jobs I've had. And at one point, I worked in a deli, just your typical meat and
Deli?
cheese slicing lady.
Here, I've got a question.
So I had a
for you.
pretty good idea. I could put a pound of meat and or cheese in my hand right here, and without even throwing it on the scale, I could tell you that was about a pound of meat and or cheese. It's kind of a talent that you develop when you work in a deli for quite a little while. You can make a good guess as to uh, what that weight is. People do, you see those people do it on shows all the time, like when they do some, like, do this blindfolded, um draw a circle blindfolded for their bakery or whatever. You can see those memes and stuff out there all the time about that. So my blindfolded talent was I could weigh a piece of meat in my hand for about a pound when somebody ordered that from the deli. It also sort of made me, hello, meat and cheese snob. So when you're working in a deli, you try all sorts of different meats and cheeses, and that's just what it is. So this is part of our Kelster Says segment for our Sunday Night Live on the Kelster Says channel. So that's kind of what we're doing here today.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, apparently I'm getting a question from the audience, which is sort of similar to a question from the chat. So
What is your favorite Pokemon?
This is my son over here who's ad-libbing himself into all of my live shows, I guess. And he wants to talk about Pokemon, so we're just going to talk about Pokemon for just a second because that's his thing. So if you have a favorite Pokemon, you can comment it. If you have no idea what Pokemon are, that's cool too. But he knows that my favorite Pokemon is Cyndaquil. It's a fire mouse, if you're familiar with Pokemon at all. It's a starter back from, when I played Pokemon, if you want to date me a little bit that way. So that's Pokemon for you. So that's part of the Ask Kelster Says section. So if you got a question and you want to ask it, just feel free to comment it into the chat there. And we can talk about it. We can talk about anything we want because this is my channel and I can do whatever I want. That's sort of how it works when you do a Facebook channel. Sit up. You're going to kick me out of this chair, boy. Okay. So,
Do not disturb me
um,
on your live.
so jobs I've had,
Okay.
again, was the deli and made me a meat and cheese snob. So we talked about the KellsterSays and how I got the Kellster nickname. And we've talked about different jobs I've had, and apparently we've talked about Pokemon. So that's what we're doing today. Before we work on wrapping up the live for today, I want everyone who's on here to answer one more question for me. What do you want to talk about next week? Or what do you want to see as part of the live? Do you want more meme content like I do throughout the week? Do you want, I don't know, to learn more about the KellsterSays and her personality and why you might want to follow me? Um, do you want more of the hot take section? Do you want more of the Ask Kelster section? Or I also had an idea for the internet complaint department, and we can talk about just different complaints you have about the internet. So we can really turn this live feed into a way for me to get to know you and you to get to know me and us just to sit around and have a little bit of fun. Um, so that's my one question for you out there today is what do you want to see? Oh, I forgot. As part of the Alscaster, I have to apologize for not being on last week. We decided to share a sickness around this house, and I would have been live from the bed, half dead, and I don't know that anybody wants to see that. So that was last week.
You would have been sniffling, blowing your
Would not
nose.
have been a very fun live event.
It's not fun.
So we're gonna hopefully pick back up this week with the KellsterSays Live and what we're doing here. So again, this has been the KellsterSays Sunday Night Live. And we're going to continue to do hot take segments, and we're going to continue to do Ask Kelster sections. And then, do you want to see more of those? Do you want to see less of those? Do you want to talk memes? It's whatever it is that you want to do. We'll go from there. We're going to continue to do those things.
What is going on?
And I also wanted to know if you wanted to add a internet complaint department, and then you can shoot me some things that you want to complain about, and we'll talk about it, discuss it through comments and chat, and go from there. And we'll see what sort of fun conversations and comments we can have based on that. So I appreciate everybody that's been joining me tonight for this Sunday Night Live KellsterSays event. We're going to start meeting at hopefully around 6 o'clock Central Time every Sunday to just have a little chat and talk about different things and let you get to know my personality, because apparently that's why you follow and not necessarily because what I say, because I have a fun personality, or at least I think I have a fun personality. So I do appreciate every single one of you who have decided to spend part of your Sunday with me here today. So we're going to wrap this up. So have a great week. Keep your sense of humor. And remember, the internet may be chaotic, but at least we're watching the chaos together.
Yeah.
And I'll see you on the next KellsterSays. And until then, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Make sure to follow Cheese Bags.
I just came in from outside.